Do I agree with this?
The mall. So it's been a minute since I've done one of these type of videos, so we gotta bring them back. And now I always fucked with the mall heavy, even when I was growing up.
Bro, I like the mall. Mall's kind of underrated, not gonna lie. I feel like the mall has some hidden gems. It's a good time for you, especially if you're an introvert. It's a good place for you to get out there, talk to you're not gonna go and just walk up to a random person because that's strange. But it's a good place for you to, you know, make sure you're stimulated with the outside, you know? I'm trying to find words.
I would be hyped every time we would go to the mall. Once I saw Coconut Mall in Mario Kart, I was sold. I was like, the mall really is the place to be. Okay, sometimes it's not. Sometimes it is so fucking chaotic that who would even want to be there? But some malls that I go to are a complete ghost town. Like, obviously, there will be more people there for the holidays, but bro, most of the stores are gone. Like, after the pandemic, they just got rid of them. Most people are doing their shopping online now, so they couldn't even be bothered to stay open. And honestly, this might be because I kind of live in the middle of nowhere. But back when I was a kid, the mall was popping off. Everybody was going. The parking lots were full. You could barely ever get a spot. You had to wait for somebody to leave the mall and then take their parking spot as they're leaving, especially during the holidays. Like around Christmas time, the lines to these stores were insane. Like it probably would take you 30 minutes to see a cashier to ring your shit up.
Oh my god, dude, that was hell.
Or especially during Black Friday.
Oh my god, even worse.
Like
dude, Black Friday was the worst. I remember like, oh my god, when I was younger and like my parents were like trying to get all of these clothes because we would go to JCPenney, Sears, Walmart, Target. Ugh.
Deadass went to the mall to get me a Wii U for Black Friday. And it was like every man fighting for himself trying to get that shit. It was like scalpers fighting for Pokemon cards pretty much. Well, at least at some stores. It wasn't like that all the time. But generally
it's mostly in like big electronics stores or Walmart. That's what I've seen, like the most riots or like just group of people.
I would go to the mall a lot with my mom and just go Christmas shopping. And all the Christmas decorations.
Bro, shopping's a vibe, not gonna lie. Shopping has its merits. It's kind of relaxing when you think about it, in my opinion.
Shit in the mall were just so tough. So I just remember just looking around at all the decorations. Like I almost ran into people a couple times. It what the fuck was that? It mesmerized me, bro. But every single year, my mom would take me to go see Mall Santa.
Mall Santa. Dude, I remember one time. Oh my god. I think it was this Mall Santa and something happened. Because I couldn't see it fully. Because this was the first time I was able to go to the mall by myself. Bro, there was just a group of people going there. Like a group. And it was like a bunch. I wanted to know what happened. Because when I came back from a store. I forgot what store it was. I was coming back to that same area. Walking back. The police showed up. I was like, what the hell?
He wanted me to get a picture with Mall Santa every year. Well, obviously until I got to a certain age. And I actually deadass thought.
I think for me it was like 8 years old. But I think that was because we just couldn't afford any pictures.
Yo, bro, this is actually Santa. Jesus Christ, I was so gullible, bro. But yeah, we'd wait in this line for like 30 minutes. And then finally, I would see Mall Santa. And I would write a bunch of things on a list. And I would actually read it to the guy. Thinking, yeah, this is Santa. He's going to report it to the
just some random guy called John.
My parents are going to start the biggest shopping spree in their life. And not just for me, but also for my brother, the duck, as well. Okay, obviously they wouldn't buy everything on my stupid ass list. But they bought some of the things on it. Then after that, my mom would take me to clothing stores to get clothes to wear for Christmas, Christmas Eve parties, shit like that. We had hella family functions coming up, so we had to get ready. And my mom would buy me these outfits that I just did not fuck with. And it looked like the style would have been in like the 1980s. But bro, it was the 2010s. We are not buying that shit, bro. And you know what? Nowadays, I appreciate it because it's a lot nicer than wearing a Bakugan shirt to a Christmas party. Which
not too much of Bakugan
is probably what I would have done, to be honest, if my mom didn't tell me what to wear. I would always complain about it, but as I got older, I realized I was being a bitch. Sometimes we spend hours looking for outfits for something, and to keep it a buck, we did not need that much time to look for outfits. I was just so bored, I would just do some dumbass shit like hide in the clothing racks, or I'd rip buttons off shirts. Like
I could see that. Wait, what? Rip buttons? What I would do if I was bored, I would just sit down. If there were some toys, interesting toys, I would see and play with them. I would hide on the the racks, especially if I was with like my sibling or like any kid that for some reason I got along with. We would play hide and seek. But oh my god, if I did anything with the clothes and ripped them, I couldn't whistle, by the way. Yeah, I get my ass kicked. Essentially.
A shirt, and for whatever reason I was like, I want that button, and I just ripped it off the shirt and took it home with me. Like, what the hell was I doing, bro? Like, I really was a little shit as a kid, I'm not gonna lie. I was competing with No David. Oh, okay, I was not competing with No David, but you get the point.
Oh my god, isn't that the kid that has his ass cheeks out?
Fits for
I remember
the
the book.
Functions, we would get something.
I was like,
and
ass
for
cheeks out.
whatever fucking reason, okay, I think this has to be a canon event for everybody. We all spawn camped anti-ans. Yes, you and me, we all did.
We had anti-ans, and we had what's that one place? Like, what's those pretzels? I think it was called. Yeah, boo, dude, the mall pretzels. Shit, bro. That's the only place I like to eat pretzels. Anywhere else, I'm like, I just don't feel like a pretzel. But if for some reason a mall pretzel, it hits.
Was heat. For whatever reason, I don't know what they were putting in their pretzels.
Probably putting like,
it was tough. And as I got older and when I'd
like
go to the
bromine
mall by
or
myself
something.
sometimes, I would dead ass get a pretzel, walk around the mall, not buy shit because I had no bread in my bank account.
Facts.
And then I would leave. Now, normally during my childhood, I would only go when my mom would like drag me. I was not going to the mall willingly. If anything, I really did not like clothes shopping unless it was at like Gap, Nike, or Under Armour or some shit like that.
I didn't like it
I
didn't like it at all. Honestly, until I was, honestly, and a lot of people that know me would probably believe this. Till like I was in high school, I just get whatever clothes my parents would get me, cause I was like, I don't give a shit about my appearance. Then you go to high school and you realize it's just about appearance.
Same outfits to school every single day, like the entire year.
You really think they're gonna talk about us or about our personality? No. If you don't have drip, you're useless.
I didn't think I got new outfits for my wardrobe at all. But as I got older, I got more into clothes shopping and things like that.
You're kind of forced to.
More points throughout the year where I'd go to the mall. And I think a couple years ago now, I went to this big ass mall. It was in another state. And I was not familiar with what was going to be at this mall. So I walk in.
What was at this
and
mall?
Immediately when I walk in, me and my brother are stopped by some dude that's like spraying his cologne everywhere, and then he says, smell that. I'm like, smell that? What? Why the hell do you want me to smell your cologne? Then he was like, oh, you don't seem to like that one, try this one. And he just sprayed another one. Then he asked, oh, do you like that one? We were like, I guess that one's cool. Then he runs over to like his stand. He was like, all right, I'll get you this one for $200.
Oh, hell no.
200? Out of here, bro. I am not buying that shit. And I mean, I get that this dude's just doing his job. He's running his little stand at the mall.
Facts.
But bro, you do not have to spray the cologne in my face. Like, I really do respect the hustle, but then again, sometimes these mall salesmen can be really annoying. Because sometimes, like, even if you're just minding your business shopping, they'll just do some shit to annoy
they'll
you.
just
like,
do it
spray
to
the
annoy
cologne
you.
in your face. Like, the moment you make eye contact.
Dude, imagine if they spray the cologne and it gets into your eye and then shit happens after that. Hell no.
Contact with them. Or one time what happened to a friend of mine is the dude literally called his shoes dirty and was like, yo bro, I offer shoe cleaning, man, your shoes look beat, you know, maybe I should clean them. Like, why would you insult somebody that you're trying to get to be a potential customer?
Yeah, you're supposed to like bring them in by saying, hey yo big man, come over here. And if they don't want to come over here, you gotta like rizz them up a little bit. Be like, I see you got these shoes, and what you gotta do, and this is for my salesman if you become one, you gotta tell them, like, they look good, but, you know, you gotta say they look good, give them a compliment, then give them a diss. Like, yeah, they look good, but they look a little scrub. And got something to make them even better so they can, yeah.
Like, Like, what the
Type
fuck?
shit.
That would be like a barber being like, wow, bro, you have a shitty ass haircut. Here's my business card so you can come get a lineup. I might think
I could
to
see that
myself,
work,
damn,
honestly.
low-key's kind of right, but why do you have to assault me like that, bro? That's crazy. Pretty much after that, I was like, all right, dude, I don't want your damn cologne. So I left, and I just walked to a bunch of different stores in the mall just to see what they got, you know? And at this mall, there were so many fucking stores. Like, so many stores I haven't even heard of. There was 4 floors, 2 sections. Like, this is a big-ass mall. And it's got nothing on the mall in my hometown, bro. Literally everything is closed. Like, nowadays, it's dead-ass just garbage. Like, there's barely any stores.
Dude, malls have really fallen off. Like, it's all like the same thing. It's like streaming. Everything is like the same. There's no like unique stores, or all of them are like a version or a variety of like multiple stores.
But at this mall, though, I bought a bunch of shit because there was actually good stores open. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna buy stuff. Because the mall in my hometown, bro, there's really no point of even going. Like, it's just cooked, bro. Like, it used to look like Coconut Mall. Now it looks like one of those abandoned malls in like a liminal space video. The fall off of this mall in the last 10 years is nuts. Now, the mall in my hometown, they got rid of a bunch of stores that people would shop at. Like, I don't know, American Eagle, Nike, shit like that. But apparently,
like that.
stores like
Type
goddamn
shit.
Spencer's is still going strong. I don't know how.
Dude, how is Spencer still going strong? Like, Spencer's feels like it's one of those stores that it was like a 2010 store. Then when it hit like 2020, oh, it would just disappear. You know, it was one of those, you would see a video being made about like the rise and fall of Spencer's. How is it still there? People still buying those penis chips?
hell that shit's still there. All I'm gonna say is if you have never been into the back of a Spencer's,
Dude, I remember the first time I went to the back of the Spencer's. I was trying to get a wallet, and I got a wallet. It was a Flash wallet. I was like, man, this is epic. And I was trying to meet my mom. She was in the back. I don't know what she was doing in the back. I went to where she was. Immediately, I see these goddamn Gigantomondos. What the hell? These freaking penis chips. These beer games that were, I already know people drink beer, but dude, these dittos, bro. What the? Why do they even have them out?
not go in there. Because up until 2 years ago, I never knew about the urban legend that people would speak of, the back of a Spencer's. Like, it felt like this image right here of Mr. Krabs and SpongeBob when I was listening to people tell me about it. And then I walked in, and all of a sudden, I saw graphic t-shirts. Okay, that was the front. All right, I'm just trolling. But anyways, I went to the back, and I saw something that I wish I never saw. Something that was recently thrown at a WNBA game. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
I'm
them
not gonna
dittos.
go into too much detail about
them
it.
dittos, they ugh. Why was it even out there? Like, the thing is, they weren't even in, I think one time they weren't even in a box. Like, they were just shown.
Otherwise, this video is gone. But I learned a very valuable lesson that day. Do not go in the back of a Spencer's. It's just not the move, bro. But another time I was at a mall. Once again, I was at a big-ass shopping mall in another state. This is probably the most annoying thing about the mall.
What happened with the mall?
This just has to be said. So I'm walking in the mall with my brother and a friend of mine. And all of a sudden, this group of people walks up to us and they're just like, yo, bro, English or Spanish, bro, and they have a camera on our faces. And what I should have done in that situation is just keep walking, which is what my friend did. But me and my brother, our stupid asses just stood there. And now I didn't even know what the English or Spanish trend was at this point.
Oh, it was the one where you like just stand there?
I was kind of behind on it, I'm not gonna lie. So when these dudes said it, I didn't know what the hell they were talking about. I was just like, English? Like, I just said English to them, like, mad confused. And they were like, last one to move is gay. And I'm like, oh my God, are you kidding me? So after a couple seconds, we just walk away. We're not dealing with that shit, bro. But guys, I lost. I'm apparently gay.
He's gay now.
I moved first.
He's gay now. He lost.
Like, seriously, what the fuck was this trend, bro? This shit was so stupid. Or sometimes you may see somebody doing, like, some kind of prank video in the mall or something. Or, like, those interview videos. You know what I'm talking about. They'll ask you some shit like, yo, what was the
Gay son,
freakiest
daughter.
thing you ever done? I don't think I've ever seen anything like that, but, bro, that is a crazy-ass question.
Dude, I don't know, because when I was still in college, it was, like, barely starting. But those, like, gay son, daughter, English or Spanish trends, I never saw them in public. Kind of glad, because I don't even know what I would do. I remember one time I saw someone set up something, but I never saw like something happen like in the moment. You know what I mean?
Just be going up to random people and asking. Or, well, most of them are probably staged, to be honest with you, though. But in a place where there's a ton of people that just gather to shop at stores and shit like that, obviously sometimes you'll see, like, some crazy-ass shit happen at the mall. Like, sometimes you'll see fights break out out of nowhere, people crashing out over the dumbest shit. Like, dude, the amount of mall crash-outs I heard is unreal. When I went to those super big malls, like, there was always cop cars posted outside. I don't know if they were just there just in case some shit happened, or if something actually did go down while I was there. But sometimes people just go to the mall for no reason at all. Like, they don't even buy food. They don't even buy anything. They literally just go just for the side quest. They dead ass will just do laps. And you know what? I kind of feel that.
I feel that.
Key, sometimes I'm going to the mall with my friends and we'll just do laps. We're not gonna fucking.
It's just going to a mall is just the vibe. Honestly, it just feels relaxing because you're just walking and. You know, it helps you understand the world outside of, you know, especially if you're an introvert or you love being indoors.
Most of the times when I did go to the mall, bro, I left with one Auntie Anne's pretzel in my stomach, 0 phone numbers, scarred for life from Spencer's. Well, that was just one time.
Yeah, man. All I remember is trying to rizz up girls, failing, going to Spencer's to get a cool shirt, seeing them dittos. It's all the wrong thing.
And 5 laps around the mall.
Yep.
Insane stats, bro. I know. It's crazy. But yeah, watch
Awesome
this video
story.
about the airport on the end screen. If you enjoyed this one, just click on it. The mall.
Nah, I'm fine, bro. I've never been to an airport, so I don't know. But for this video, give it a like. This was a good video. Follow Birdie. Good video. But now I think it's time to wrap this up with one more video. Unavoidable school experiences. It's a long video.
High school candidate events part
2.
First up is trying to bag that one girl in your grade.
Alright, let's see. Are we the same or not? Unavoidable school experiences. You know, we've all went to school some point. Let's see if it's true.
High school candidate events part 2. First up is trying to bag that one girl in your grade just to find out that she's dating a guy with a full-time job, with an apartment, a Hellcat, and who's also over the age of 20. Mind you, this girl is 16. How is...
Oh, whoa.